What would you do if a priceless royal necklace vanished overnight and only 4 people could have taken it? In the palace of Vijayanagara, whispers of suspicion echo through marble halls as tension rises and trust falters. Only one man dares to solve the mystery without accusation or fear: Tenali Rama. But how will he uncover the thief using just a shoe? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of Tenali Rama and the disappearing necklace. The royal palace of Vijayanagara buzzed with excitement. Queen Tirumalamba was celebrating her birthday, and to mark this occasion, King Krishnadevaraya had gifted her a breathtaking necklace, an emerald-studded masterpiece from the royal treasury said to be worth 100 elephants in gold. That night, the queen wore the necklace proudly during the grand celebration. Courtiers bowed, lanterns lit the palace with gold. But the next morning, the joy turned into alarm. The queen's maid came running into the throne room, eyes wide. "Your Majesty, the queen's necklace! It's missing!" Devaraya stood up in shock. "What do you mean missing?" "We kept it in the velvet box inside the royal chamber," the maid said. "But this morning it was gone." The palace was sealed. No one could leave. Guards were stationed at every gate. The king summoned his advisors immediately. And at the center of them all stood Tenali Rama. "I want that necklace found!" the king thundered. "And the thief, whoever it is, must be punished." The royal guards searched every room, every corridor, and every servant's quarters. They found nothing. Even the queen's trusted maids were interrogated. Only a few people have access to the queen's chamber. It could be the maid, the cleaner, the royal cook, or the guard outside the door. Everyone looked around nervously. The queen was heartbroken. The king's face darkened. Just then, Tenali Rama stepped forward. "May I take a day, Your Majesty?" Krishnadevaraya raised an eyebrow. "You believe you can find it when my best guards can't?" "I believe a necklace may disappear, Your Majesty, but not the truth." Rama walked through the queen's chamber. Tapping his chin, he asked to speak to the 4 people under suspicion: the maid, the cleaner, the cook, and the chamber guard. He gathered them in the courtyard and addressed them kindly. "You are all respected servants of the palace. I know none of you would commit such a crime, but if someone has taken the necklace, I want to give them at least a chance to return it, without disgrace." They looked at each other nervously. "I will place 4 identical clay pots in a locked chamber tonight. Each of you will place one of your shoes inside the pot. In the morning, I will inspect the pot and know who the thief is." The 4 looked puzzled, but obeyed. That evening, under Rama's watch, each servant placed one shoe into a separate clay pot. The door was locked and sealed. By dawn, the court gathered eagerly. Tenali Rama entered the chamber with the king, queen, and guards. He opened each pot, inspected the shoes, and sniffed the air like a dog. He held up one shoe and declared, "This shoe belongs to the thief." The chamber guard gasped. It was his. He fell to his knees. "Mercy, Your Majesty, I did it. I saw the necklace shining through the velvet, and I couldn't resist. I buried it beneath the old mango tree in the rear garden." The necklace was found exactly where he said. The court erupted in amazement. The king turned to Tenali. "How did you do it, Rama? What magic was in those clay pots?" Tenali smiled. "No magic, Your Majesty, just the weight of guilt." Everyone leaned in. "I said I would open the chamber in the morning and examine the shoes. The thief assumed I had some clever trick, maybe a powder, maybe a snake, maybe a spirit. So he came secretly at night to remove his shoe and replace it with a clean one, hoping to avoid detection." He held up the original pot. "But I had marked the bottom of each pot. When I saw that this one's mark had been smudged, I knew someone had tampered with it and guessed it was the thief." The king laughed heartily. "You got a thief by letting him catch himself?" Rama bowed. Sometimes the fear of being caught is greater than any rope or guard. The dishonest guard was dismissed and the necklace returned to the queen. Tenali Rama was rewarded with gold and, more importantly, admiration. As they feasted that evening, the king raised a toast. To the sharpest mind in the south, Tenali Rama, may he never stop outwitting greed. Tenali winked. So long as there are missing necklaces and nervous guards, your majesty, I will have plenty of work. So the moral of the story is that the fear of truth often unmasks the liar before the law does. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends or anyone who loves meaningful tales. And for more stories like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. We'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know what part of the story spoke to you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.